This episode is brought to you by Midwest Night Watchers, found everywhere on your favorite podcast platforms.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Night Owl Lounge.
You look fuzzy.
I do.
Yeah. You don't look clear.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I do see the Wi-Fi thingy popping up again. Well, hey, everyone. Hi.
Yeah. Welcome.
Do you look fuzzy to you?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
What's everybody in chat say? Anything?
I don't know. Is Geralt fuzzy? Does Gandalf look fuzzy? You just don't look clear. Your camera's acting weird. And we do have that Wi-Fi thingy up again.
Huh.
So if we have to, I can always shut off our
clear on my
24.
ends, but I don't know what it's broadcasting like, so who knows?
Okay. All right. Because I can always shut off. I can always shut off the 24/7 stream if it's going to help with the bit rate or something.
No, I don't think it's that.
Okay. Hey, I see Riley and T-Bone and Brown Dwarf and Blazer and Dragonfly and Clay. That there's someone else. Who was that? Daryl. I said T-Bone. Gemini. Well, welcome in, guys. It's been a while. We've been kind of doing Tuesday nights, and we really didn't want to do Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and get burned out. So we were trying Tuesday nights with guests. And now we're kind of slowing down on guests and going back to just Sundays. So we just thought we would come back and hang out with you guys on Wednesday nights. So once in a while, we're still going to have our Tuesdays. You still look nasty.
Probably not as often.
Well, anyone in chat, he looks like a Bigfoot. He does. All right, Blazer, does Geralt look blurry?
I just checked YouTube and it looks like I'm blurry, so I don't know.
Okay.
Let me see what this does.
Shoot. I got to change camera settings or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, because on my end,
maybe if I leave and come back in.
All right, bye.
How about now? Did it change?
Yeah, worse. You're more fuzzy.
Worse.
What did you do?
Really?
Yeah, Blazer said you're worse too. You're more fuzzy. Oh, what are you doing? It's even worse.
I don't know. I'll get out and come back in.
All right. All right. So like I was saying, yes, we kind of canceled Night Owl for a while. We didn't want to do back-to-back shows and get burned out. So we're not doing Tuesdays. Well, we might once in a while. Like I said, there might be better for a guest to be on a Tuesday instead of a Sunday. So we thought we'd come back and do our Night Owl Lounge and hang out and say hi. And Blazer's just dying to... I'm fuzzy now. Don't say that. Don't say I'm blurry now. Blazer probably has a long list of dad jokes ready to go. Hi, Roger. Welcome in. Now, Daryl said both of us are fuzzy. I don't know. Maybe our internet's messing up tonight. I don't know. Is Carol going to return?
No.
No. What are you doing? I heard you speak. Well, what's everyone been up to? I know fall has been here and we've been getting ready for winter, doing all kinds of outside stuff. We probably have one more time that we got to burn. I asked LED this guy, how much his chimney cost. He said it was the house. Do people still, is there such thing as chimney sweepers still, that people come around and clean out people's chimneys? You never see that advertised. Devices not connected. Oh, there he is. And then I asked this guy, well, are we going to have a Gandalf? Gandalf? Oh, they do still have chimney sweeps out there. Okay, we should probably do that sometime. You're black and you're scrolling. I'm not sure what's going on over in your room. And we still have the little Wi-Fi signal up too, which means we have, oh yeah, we're down in the yellow over in the bars. So it's not, it wouldn't help if I turned off the 24/7. Well, he has a chimney. No, you're still scrolling and buffering. I have a chimney sweep thing that fits on my drill. That means we'd have to get up on our roof and do it ourselves. Well, we're trying to have a night owl lounge. Don't know what's going on tonight. So you think it's your camera or what?
No. I think it's the internet or something.
Oh, you do think it's the internet. We're still in yellow bars over here. Well, oh, there's an access point by the chimney in the house. Well, maybe that's what we had up in our attic when we first bought our house, and that's how coons came in. T-Bone suggesting, should we just stop this show and reboot our system and restart the show in a little bit?
I don't know. Let me see what's going on.
Okay. He said he's going to see what's going on in the other room. Yeah, we might have to, and I may just go ahead and shut down the 24/7. Usually does not interfere.
Might be StreamYard.
Now I'm seeing green. It's getting a little better. Now I see 8,000 something. Now we're back down. Oh my gosh. Now we're down to 3. Yeah, it's jumping up and down over here. Well, that's probably why we lost our 24/7 the other night too. The chat connection was going in and out.
Yeah, you look fuzzy to me, but I look good on my end. But
Really? Well, would everybody stick with us if we leave for 10 minutes and restart our whole system? Hey, there you are, but you're fuzzy. And
I
there's a
am?
big delay too. I'm really hearing.
Huh. Well,
Well, I don't
I
know
don't
what.
know.
Now we're back almost up to 8. But are you seeing the little Wi-Fi signal thing up there?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not supposed to be up there. So what should we do, Gandalf?
What happens if I shut off my Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Clay says sometimes you can't control the bandwidth. Yeah, normally it's not this bad. It is raining tonight, but it's not raining that hard. I still wonder if we have bad lines
Actually,
in town again.
I don't even have my Wi-Fi turned on this computer, so I don't even know why it's even showing it to me low.
Now
So I don't know. Weird. So I'm still fuzzy to you?
Kind of, but you're not really breaking up talk-wise. So it's up to chat if you guys want to continue and see a fuzzy Gandalf, or you just want everybody to leave and we go upstairs and reboot the whole darn system in the house. If you can handle a fuzzy girl, and we'll just continue.
Fuzzy.
You haven't really froze totally. You're just not clear.
I just don't understand why.
Riley says continue. Hi, Polly. Good morning over in Jerusalem. All right, Clay says it's not that bad here, so T-Bone says fuzzy's okay.
Fuzzy. Yeah, you don't want to see me. You don't want to see me in high def anyway.
That's why we're kind of scooted back. We're not close to the cameras anymore.
I wonder what my no, my settings for StreamYard say that's on the right camera and everything. So I don't know.
All right. Well, welcome in, everyone.
Yeah, sorry guys.
So we're back to the Night Owl Lounge. And you can see I'm wearing one of our new shirts. This is let me stand up. This is the long sleeve. It's a very heavy long sleeve. And this is I think this is the army green. And everyone's favorite goat that passed away, we have Clyde mugs. If you can see it. There's real coffee in it, so I better not tip it over. We've got Chiro mugs. And the Midwest, you want to point to the black mug?
Oh, right there.
Right there. We've got the wine tumblers that you can use for just regular drink or coffee.
Stainless steel.
Stainless steel, yes. And I'm really impressed with this. Maybe I'll get it close.
There you go.
That? We've got beanies with Midwest and Chiro. We've got our hats. We've got Chiro hats and Midwest hats that are embroidered. They come in, let's see, gray, blue, maroon. I think we got black.
Yeah, I don't know for sure what we got. We picked a lot of different colors for different things, so.
Right. All right. We ready for the next one? I can't see the camera.
Yep, you got it.
All right. There's our Clyde. So this is our memory of Clyde shirts. He looks really good on a deep purple. We've got Christmas shirts. We've got Gary and Clyde. Oops, let me get this straight. How's that? And it was not fun that year trying to put antlers and hats and everything on them, but we had a really fun photo session with them. There's Midwest in green. I think that's sharp. That just really sticks out in the green.
Yep.
This is our brand new logo. With our real owl that we caught. And that was actually the last time I heard him or saw him too. I haven't seen him for several weeks. So when we got that video and got that little screech owl. So this is our new logo. This is another long sleeve shirt.
That's a little screech owl that came around.
Yep, our little screech owl. And this one is in tan. I think that looks really sharp in the tan. Sorry for the wrinkles. Then one more Clyde shirt. There's Clyde in a black. Then we got some. What do we get upstairs? You got sweatshirts and hoodies.
Yeah, we got hoodies and sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts and regular short sleeve shirts, and we picked the heavy blend for all of our shirts, so they'll last longer. And since winter's coming up,
yeah, this is a heavy duty long sleeve shirt. I like it. It's 6:16 in the morning over in Jerusalem. Well, good morning, Polly. So yeah, we got some of our samples in the mail, and we thought we'd show you guys. The link is in chat somewhere if you scroll back, unless Blazer or somebody wants to do the link to the merch store.
Top of their chat. I think it's still there.
Okay. But we got stainless steel water bottles. We got stainless steel coffee mugs. We've had magnets. What else do we got? We have a Christmas ornament. So everyone can go check it out. Hi, Claudette. And Chicky Blue, welcome in.
Yeah, welcome, guys. So enough
thanks.
of the merch.
Yeah, we love the merch too. Yeah, we're done.
This Sunday for our Piercing the Veil show, we got Dacre Stoker coming up, the great grandnephew of Bram Stoker, who originally wrote Dracula, is going to be on our show, and we're going to have a special guest host, Dennis Carroll, come on with us. So if you guys all know Dennis, I'm sure. I'm on his show, or our show together on his channel, The Road Less Traveled, on Monday nights. And you'll see Dennis on Jessica, the Cryptid Huntress show quite a bit. So we look forward to seeing that, having them two on. And in case you want to see it, this is what our thumbnail looks like. Hope it comes up.
Whew, these long sleeve shirts are warm.
Did it show up at all?
I don't see anything. I don't see anything on screen.
There it is.
There it is.
And there is a delay because I clicked on that and it wasn't popping up.
Yeah. There's a delay.
So that's this
even in
Sunday
the
at
speakers
6
from
p.m.
your
Central.
line.
So this is Piercing the Veil this Sunday, 6 p.m. and special guest host Dennis Carroll of Hunting the Shadows. And we're going to have Dacre Stoker on, the great grandnephew of Bram Stoker. So we look forward to interviewing him.
Yeah, Dennis and Garrel interviewed him on Dennis's show. And I know they both just enjoyed it. So I just went up to Garrel the other day and I said, you know what? I said, let me step down this Sunday and ask Dennis to be co-host. And I know he was just tickled to go, yeah, I'd love to co-host. And So that's why I'm stepping down. I'm not going to be sick or anything. I'll just be in chat. No, I just thought I'd step away and let Dennis be co-host with Gero and let him enjoy interviewing him again. Because that was a good show.
Yeah, it was fantastic talking to Dacre the first time with Dennis, and got him scheduled to come on our show, and I've been looking forward all this time to have him come on, and so it'll be great. We'll talk about a bunch of stuff, not only about Bram and his novel, and Dacre also updated the Dracula story. He did a couple books himself on the family history, and also continued the Dracula story.
Did you see what Claudette said? Her daughter is freaking out about him being on our show. How exciting.
Wow, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, actually, Bram Stoker's been in the news here within the last few months because somebody found in an Irish newspaper where in the 1800s where he used to publish his short stories. So there was a short story that nobody had ever read or had kind of lost history of it, and this guy found it in the archives.
Oh, cool.
And brought it to life. So he's writing a book on it, and then he contacted Dacre about it, and so they're kind of talking amongst each other about the stories that Bram used to post in the newspapers before he published his. I think it's before he published his first. Before he published Dracula. So we'll get into family history, and actually, he's Dacre is into all kinds of stuff. Not only his family history and Bram Stoker and Dracula, but he's also into the paranormal and frequencies and all that other stuff too. So it'll be a good show.
Yeah. And you'll have a cute co-host, Dennis. I know he's going to be excited to interview him again.
And then Dacre will be coming on Dennis's show again in December.
Oh, cool. Yeah, December is going to be here before you know it.
Yep.
Wow. That means winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Whether you like it or not. Actually, the end of this month, winter will be coming. We have a chance of snow coming for the Midwest.
I'm not ready.
Oh, that's cool, Claudette.
Aw, that's neat. Well, I'll go to Dennis's channel. That was what, 3 months ago when you guys had him on?
Yeah, we were both on there. I co-hosted with Dennis, and we had a special show with Dacre. I keep wanting to say it wrong. Dacre with
Dacre
as a special guest, and we got into a lot of family history then too. So not only will we bring up new stuff when he's on our show, but you can go back and watch Dennis's show on his channel, Hunting the Shadows, and find that show.
Midwest Snow Watchers.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it happened a couple years ago, pal. It didn't. I remember that when Jerusalem had snow and it was on the news.
Yeah, every once in a while it snows in places that you don't normally think it does. There's snow in Hawaii and snow in Israel and over in the Middle East, and California will get snow once in a while.
Riley
not just in the mountains, but also in the valleys.
Yeah, snow in Egypt. Oh, yeah. That freaks snowstorm they just had about a week ago. Did Vegas get snow? I know Colorado got hit really hard.
Yeah, I don't know if they did or not. I know Colorado did. They got a lot of snow.
Blazer says once in a while they get sun.
Seattle's kind of that way too. Once in a while they get sun.
Mm-hmm. Hey, prospecting, nice to see you.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, wow.
I've been busy talking and trying to take care of the internet and stuff. I keep forgetting that I can pop stuff up.
Hey,
Sorry
Raymond,
if I
welcome
missed
in.
anybody else.
Did you freeze or did you cut off?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you just froze
I have
up.
no idea. I was watching chat.
Okay, welcome in, Edgar.
Hi, Edgar.
State flower is mildew. Yeah, we're getting rain here in Illinois. It's raining right now on the cameras. And there's a wet skunk outside. I bet he smells good.
Yeah. Smells really good.
Okay, yeah, the screen did freeze. Okay, I thought you were talking and you just suddenly stopped talking. So yeah, that's the first time you froze up so far. Well, darn it.
I wonder if it's because I clicked on a comment. I don't know.
Yeah, after the show, we're gonna have to reboot everything. The bars are still just going up and down over here.
No, it should ship to Canada.
It went to UK. The same company did UK when we first started out the merch store. So it was shipping in other countries. It should go to Canada.
I'll look into that and check it out. And it should ship everywhere.
Yeah, we'll look into that, T-Bone. As far as I know, it's I don't know. I mean, that one shirt did go to UK. Loving the Christmas decorations. Thank you, Raymond. I'm not really fully decorating. I just kind of opened up some boxes the other day and I went, oh, this is cute. Oh, that's cute. So I just started pulling stuff out. And that tree was stored over there next to Gero, which you guys could never see. And I just went, hey, I'm going to pull in my Christmas tree and put it over there in front of the PVC pipe drum. It works. All right. T-Bone says he's going to try again.
Every time Jane talks, I can hear it through my speakers, my mic. Huh.
I'm hearing, there's a big delay when I'm talking, then I'm hearing it through the wall.
Oh.
It's usually not that bad of a delay. So yeah, everything's messed up tonight.
Well.
So anyway, yeah, T-Bone, let us know because we were using a different merch store, but it was through a website, but it's the same company. And the company is the one that sent it to the UK. So I'm assuming that it was worldwide.
Now, hopefully, we're using the free store right now. We're not subscribed to this this merch shop. We're just using their free storefront. So hopefully, that's not what's affecting it.
Yeah, does that make a difference?
Ship worldwide? I don't know, but it should be able to ship worldwide because they have before, and that's what they claim.
He just said I found out what I did wrong. So everything is okay? Yay.
So Polly, go ahead and try for Israel if that's what you want to do. You should be able to. You should be able to get it also.
Yeah, because we already had one go to the UK. All right. Awesome, T-Bone.
So thank you for anybody that orders or will order in the future. We appreciate it very much. We love you. I know you guys have asked us before about merchandise and stuff, and we kind of hee-hawed around whether we actually really wanted merchandise, but we designed our own logos and our own shirts and stuff to put out there. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And there's Bigfoot, there's a little bit of Christmas, and we'll be changing stuff in and out for different things. And the one I really like is the Bigfoot t-shirt that says American Legends.
Mm-hmm.
So it has Midwest Night Watchers and American Legends on it, and Bigfoot. And we're going to be swapping those out with other cryptids. So we're probably going to do a series. Whether it's Dog Man, you just don't know who will put on a shirt.
Thanksgiving with Bigfoot. Yeah, Blazer, I'm Batman. Yes, Blazer was our very first person that ordered, and he got a Batman shirt. And if you don't know who Batman is, that's one of everyone's favorite rooster. And he's a little gray bantam, but he's all colorful. And Blazer named him Batman. So we do have Batman shirts and Clyde shirts. And in the future, we might try to round up the little ones and try to get maybe we can get all three of the little siblings together. That would be fun to try to do. If not, they might have to be individual Rios and Allie and Zeke. It wasn't fun getting
Hi, Judy. Welcome
other
in.
two goats. Hi, Judy. Moose Man. I remember chasing Gary around that year just to try to put those reindeer antlers on him.
Welcome in, Riley. If I hadn't said hi to you early, and Edgar and everybody else, Daryl and Chicky Blue. I was doing good typing into everybody till the internet started messing up. Or
you know what? Is that what's making my keyboard type slow?
Probably connect. That's probably why you were getting connection to the live stream.
Because I was trying to type in the 24/7 chat and it was messing up. Yeah, we need to reboot everything.
Bonjour, Chicky Blue.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno.
Feeling better, Judy. Is Judy sick?
I hope you're feeling good, Judy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judy. Well, it's weird hearing my voice echoing. It has never been this bad on our shows.
I don't know. It's weird.
My keyboard type slows because of my slow fingers. Well, I thought it was needed charge, so it is charging right now. So I'm still not sure if that's what the problem was.
The weird thing is, though, I was just on Monday night with Dennis, and everything seemed fine.
Right. I have a feeling we have another bad line in town. This is acting like that one time. Right? And then they kept going all over town and finally found the problem. And then we had really nice internet for a while. So that's what I'm wondering. Maybe the squirrels are chewing on the lines and then we got a bad line in town again.
I don't know.
You might have to call the cable company and let them know if powering up and rebooting isn't going to help. Any UFO sightings lately? Not around here. I haven't really been outside. It's been cold.
Well, I've seen other people post. We haven't caught any, but I've seen other people post a couple videos of some lights in the horizon of Chicago. And we had Oh, we have a network update. Maybe that's what it is.
Really?
Yeah, but if I update it, then it's going to shut us all down.
Right.
But there were within the last probably 2 months, maybe 3 months, there was a Bigfoot sighting in Illinois and a Mothman sighting in Illinois, all within about 2 hours of where we live.
Actually, Mothman was about an hour and 15 minutes to get to Bloomington. So that's only a little over an hour away. They saw a Mothman at the university. And then the Bigfoot would be about what, 2 hours?
Yeah, it might be just a little over 2 hours, but I just generalized in 2 hours from us.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far Canton is from Peoria. So maybe another 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, so if you go to the Bigfoot reporting or research, the BFRO, you can find the one that was just a couple months ago here in Illinois. A truck driver spotted it crossing the road and going into the trees.
Did we ever find out why they leave cans of beans for Mothman?
No, I don't know why. They leave quarters too.
But that's at the statue, right?
That's what the beans and the quarters are at the statue. I don't know why they leave them.
That's wild. So this report, somebody saw it at the college, which is University of Illinois or Illinois State. Which one? The other one's Champaign. U of I is in Bloomington.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they saw it at the university and it lifted up its
IS,
wings
ISU
and they saw it
is
fly over.
Carbondale down south.
Yeah, Southern Illinois is Carbondale. Then Illinois State is in Champaign. Where's the baloney? So I don't know if that Mothman escaped from Chicago or what happened. For real beans. Hmm?
You froze.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now you're real fuzzy. I don't think reading glasses would even fix that.
I don't know what's going on.
I got beans. Raymond says he's got beans and bologna.
Oh, wow.
All right, the Mothman statue in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, has cans of beans scattered around it. This is because of the video game Fallout 76, where Mothman worshippers leave cans of beans as an offering.
You know, I think I did read that. I think I looked it up after the last show and forgot all about it.
Oh, wow. Claudette, just click up Claudette's comment. Last year, I'm not kidding, I had a dream. It was so real about a bunch of Bigfoot coming down my mountain by my house. I sat straight up on my bed. Oh, they do take the beans to the homeless shelters. That's interesting. So now everybody wants Mothman
Well, maybe
gear.
they should leave more than just beans. Yeah, well, like I said, that American Legends t-shirt we're going to update. You know, we'll have Bigfoot for a while, then we'll introduce a different cryptid, and we'll probably go area by area, you know, whether it's Dogman, Mothman, any of them in the U.S.
Without the glare, can you see it?
No, kinda.
How about now? You can see it better if you go to the store.
Wow.
Mothman, we can have all kinds of different cryptids on that.
Yep, I mean, that's why I originally made it, because I thought maybe we could do a series of cryptids, but I don't know.
Cryptids all at the table eating. So yeah, we're pretty much done uploading things for now. If they come up with new products, for some reason this company don't have keychains. I would love to have keychains, but they come up with new products, and if we see the new products, we'll put logos on it and we'll update the store.
So since the holidays are coming, we decided to add the Christmas shirt for the goats, and so we'll do little stuff like that depending on what holiday it is, and and like I said, we have the American legends that we added, so we'll swap that out with different cryptids. So maybe you guys can let us know who your favorite cryptid is, and maybe we'll find images of that and put them on shirts.
I'm a Thanksgiving baby. Well, since Judy came in late, I'll show the shirts real quick. We have a Christmas shirt with Gary and Clyde. It says Merry Gary Clydemas. And that comes in a magnet and ornaments. And if you remember Clyde, our favorite goat that passed away in the heat, we have a memorial t-shirt for Clyde. And then Midwest. And then our brand new logo with our little screech owl. That's a real picture. Oops. That's the real screech owl that showed up this summer. So just in case you came in late, that's some of the products that we have.
So we're having fun designing new shirts, and we're making our own logos and images and putting it together, whether it's on coffee mugs or hats or
And the gnome, we have a
t-shirts,
gnome one.
sweatshirts, and hoodies, and you name it. So
I wonder if I'm a cryptid.
you never know. Can you see yourself in a mirror? Maybe you're not a cryptid. Maybe you're something else.
Yeah, like I said, we've got coffee cups. We have Clyde. We got Chiro. We got Night Owl. I think we got Night Owl Lounge mugs. Yeah, I think we do. Stainless steel water.
I think we got some Night Owl Lounge stuff. We got Chiro Sounds. We got Midwest Night Watchers. So, but the only plans we have right at the moment is the cryptid. So I'm going to be making more American legends for our brand, and so let us know. What would you like to see on your shirt?
I think they voted Mothman, so the next one should be a Mothman.
So we got all kinds of plans for the American legends, whether it's Mothman, Dogman, Thunderbirds, Frogman. I mean, you never know what we'll
Chicken
put on
Man.
there.
Chicken Man.
Chicken Man.
Chicken Man. Someone said a new one the other day in the chat. What was that? It wasn't a bunny man. What was that?
I remember Bat Squatch.
Crab Cat?
Crab Cat. Oh yeah, Chupacabra.
No, we have not had a cryptid or a ghost shoot by any of our videos. We've had orbs, rods, skyfish, UFOs way up in the sky. We've had, I think, a fairy was showing up in Geralt's room when we were first starting our show. We'd had things coming out of that wall or the quilt or the gun, that gun picture, and they were not dust bunnies, and one looked like it was lifting up its wings and went down behind them. I still wonder if that was a fairy. But no cryptids, and I mean, I've hear possible Bigfoot, but we don't have anything on our cameras.
Huh, T-Bone says he's still having problems. Well, let me look into that and make
Yeah.
sure that our end's right. I mean, it should be, but who knows? I'll get a hold of them tomorrow and get it straightened out.
T-Bone, why don't you send a quick email to Garrel at midwestnightwatchers@gmail.com so he has your email, and then he can let you know what he finds out. Because I don't think it was because that first merch store was on a website that it went to the UK.
I hope that's your kids going to school and not you, Polly.
You need to wake up my boy for school.
Yeah, I think the update is what's affecting us.
Mm-hmm. I
'Cause they
still have the
probably
Wi-Fi.
They probably got new protocols for our router and network, and it's probably delaying because of that.
See, the bit rate looks better over here, but I still have the little Wi-Fi signal up here right next to the live.
I do too. Which is really weird. And I don't know if it's because we're seeing your network, because I don't have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi turned on my side.
So is it my end?
I don't know.
That happened again.
Yeah.
Where am I?
I don't know.
There. How's that?
That's one of my logos.
Well, that's because this used to be your computer.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a Mikey. Hi, Mike.
Hi, LIB. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah, it was a good show yesterday, which I only caught the very end, so I still need to catch up on that show that you were on yesterday with Brian and Arkeem. So it's in my watch later, so I can watch the beginning. Yeah, the delay is better.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm hearing myself quickly now. I wonder what fixed that.
I have no idea.
I just tried it. You just tried what, Blazer? Hey, G.
Maybe
Hey,
clicking on the country thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I should say some Amber. Amber's in here? Amber!
Hi, Amber.
Hoo-hoo. Look what I got. Amber's new book.
Yeah, Amber's scheduled to come on our show coming up here soon,
Yep.
so we'll be able to talk about her new book.
Yep, Amber's coming up, I think, in December. There's our first one, talking about stories. But yeah, I was supposed to get it yesterday, and I don't know why Amazon didn't come yesterday, but I finally got it today. So yay, I got Amber's new book. So yeah, I think it's the 15th of December, sometime in the middle of December.
Yeah, so we got Nathan Gillis coming back on in December. We got Neoma Finn coming on, and then I think Amber. And who else we got? Barry Littleton's coming up here soon. And
Cisco?
huh?
Did you get Cisco? scheduled?
Cisco is coming on in December. So Cisco should be the Sunday right before Christmas, and we're going to be talking about some of her Christmas experiences that she's had, paranormal and otherwise. So that'll be a fun show.
Oh yeah, and we'll try to get Brown Dwarf back on.
You guys put your links in the chat. You know, Amber, put Amber's link in, and LIB's, and who else is in here that has channels? If you have a channel, go ahead and share your link out with everybody.
Yeah, Brown Dwarf, share your link. Amber, share your link. Mike, share your link. Blazer, you got a channel, share your link. I know you don't go on live, but you do really cute videos. Who else has a channel?
So yeah, we got a lot of great guests coming up. Some we've had before and some we haven't. And we'll have Dana Louise back on. If you guys saw that show with us, that was a great show. Her talking about her dad and possibly being in working on a supercomputer for the government and Men in Black and paranormal stuff. And that was great. So we have a lot more to talk about with her. And
hey, Claudette said she's going to order Amber's book. Yes, it's on Amazon. That's her YouTube. Either Amber or Blazer or somebody can go on Amazon and find Amber's book. If not, you have to type in your last name, don't you, Amber, to find it on Amazon. Right? It's Amber Joslin, Joslin. So if you go to Amazon, just type in Amber Joslin, you will see her 2 books. So thank you, Claudette. I haven't looked into it yet because it's been a crazy day and I just got it this afternoon. Boy, Amazon was really late today. Normally they're early. I guess the Christmas rush is already starting, right?
And we got Brown Dwarf's going to be coming back on our show. We haven't got a schedule with him yet, so I need to get a hold of Brown Dwarf and get him on. And
trying to get Blazer on, but he won't go on camera.
Blazer.
Okay, it says Appalachia, mostly true scary stories. Okay, without getting my granny glasses on. Are you afraid of the things that go bump in the night? You are about to embark on the mysterious journey of horror where fiction and nonfiction merges into 7 short stories. These short stories combine real-life creatures that live in the Appalachia and the real legends, but with a factual twist. Feral people running through the darkness, hearts pounding. You may even encounter a werewolf or 2. Oh. Grab a blanket and cover your toes and get ready to imagine the unimaginable. So that's what her book is about. And Dead in Me is also stories that she has experienced.
Wow. That was a great book. So if I can ever pry the new one out of Jane's hands, I'll read the second one.
Oh my. Seems like everybody's writing a book.
Yeah, everybody but us.
We're starting to collect books.
I think we almost got a book for every guest that's wrote one that we've had on our show. Plus we've bought books that people that haven't been on our show, but we try to get the books for everybody that comes on our show.
Yeah, we either bought them or they sent them to us before the show. Right. Is there something about Grafton Monster? Are you talking about Grafton, Illinois?
Yeah, Grafton, Illinois. There's a Grafton Monster.
Okay, well, I know Sasquatch is down there in Grafton. Yeah, Amber says Appalachia is absolutely ready creatures and cryptids, but the stories are fictional. It is 7 short horror stories. Judy says she forgot how to share her own link. Go to your channel and hit the 3 little dots in the upper right corner of your channel, and they'll say share, copy link, come back and chat, and go poof. Never mind. Blazer got it.
There you go. Quick draw.
Oh, Riley says it's Grafton, West Virginia. There's a different one.
Oh. Well, they go down to Grafton, Illinois for the Journey to Truth conference, and I know they go look for Bigfoot, but I thought there was something else there. But I mean, it could be could be confusing the Grafton name from another state.
Yeah, thank you, Blazer.
I need to make up a thumbnail with all the guests and schedule coming up, but I keep saying it and I never get to it.
That is true, Chicky Blue.
Yeah,
They
you
said
got Oscar and you got Big Bird, and you even had a Count, a vampire. You had Cookie Monster, a Snuffleupagus. Well, a Snuffleupagus, I guess, would be close to
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, he'd be close to a mammoth or something. I don't know what he would be.
And all the little aliens too that came down and went whoop 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 whoop. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Mine.
Not mine.
I know. Yep.
So yeah, they were showing us aliens and everything on Sesame Street.
What do you know about that? Oh, Amber added photos in the back of her book.
Yeah, I see it. I'm not sure if it will come up or not.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So everyone go out and get that book and buy a bunch of them for Christmas.
Go to everybody's channels that's in the chat and sub and subscribe, and join everybody on YouTube. And if you haven't done it to ours already, please, I'm assuming you did since you're all here tonight in our chat. We very much appreciate you all coming tonight. So now that cold, like we said earlier, now that cold weather's here and we'll be indoors more, so we'll probably be coming on Wednesday nights more often with the Night Owl Lounge like we used to, and just hang out and chat and talk about anything, whether it's cryptids, paranormal, or just hang out and whatever's going on in your lives, our lives, we'll share about and have fun. And
like I said, we were doing Tuesdays for a while, and I was just afraid we do Sunday nights, Tuesday nights, and Wednesday Night Owl Lounge. We were just going to, and be on other people's shows, that we would just start getting burned out. So we just kind of took a break from the Night Owl Lounge. Kermit and Miss Piggy.
I don't know what that was about. I mean, there is a Frogman.
There's Clay's channel. Everyone go to Conspiracy Music.
No, it's Condensed Reality.
Well, he's got 2 channels. Oh, yeah, he's posting the Condensed Reality channel. Sorry, Clay.
Clay's doing videos on all kinds of stuff in history, and not only paranormal and stuff, but tonight he was talking about the Three Stooges and poking people in the eyes, and but he's done Al Capone, and
so go to both of his channels and subscribe to both of Clay's channels. And it's starting to get cold here too. Oh, it's 20 degrees where Riley's at.
oh my.
That's cold. What is it? It's 51 here. That's not bad.
No.
I'm trying to reach out here. Hit the like button or girl or release the goats.
I actually did the other day. I was in there doing something, and I was doing leaves. And
You mean when Gary got out?
And I forgot to lock the gate, and the little brat pushed on the gate and got out.
Well, thanks.
But the other ones didn't escape. They stayed in. I don't know if they were afraid or didn't realize that Gary snuck out.
Well, when Clyde used to do that, the little ones would follow. But this time, luckily, the dog was barking. She knew darn well something was off because Gary's walking along the fence and heading over to the bird feeders and starting to eat sunflower seeds. And I saw him on camera, and I went, crap. So I went running upstairs, grabbed him, put him back in the fence. And
you should just put him on a dog leash and let him stay out for a while.
Oh, my.
They got collars on them.
Yeah. So, yeah, we almost had an scapegoat. They wouldn't have gone too far, though. They're homebound animals.
There's only been a couple years here where we've I've shoveled snow off the roof. I got a snow rake that I have extension rods on it, and I can reach all the way to the peak of our roof because we only have a ranch anyway. It's a 1-story ranch, so. But
that one year, that was bad.
It was heavy. It was heavy, wet snow, and
it was thick on that roof that one year.
And I remember actually being in 78 when that snowstorm hit when I was a kid, living at mom and dad's house, obviously, and I was actually on the roof up there shoveling snow off because I mean that was a lot of snow.
Wow. Winter peg.
Winter peg.
I'm not ready for winter.
Oh, we got a moose shirt too, right? Didn't we do a moose shirt? I thought we did.
We did some moose logos. We just haven't done anything yet. We come up with like a Merry Christmas or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we never did finish. You just sent the little templates or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but we'll do a moose shirt eventually.
35 in Ontario.
Well, tell your boy hi for us and tell him to enjoy his breakfast and have a good day at school today.
That's right.
Yeah. And tell him the whole chat loves him. Blazer has a roof rake too.
No pulling girls' hair or spit wads or.
Yeah, when you were trying to re-log in, we were talking about chimney sweeps. We should probably see if there's a chimney sweep in the area and just go ahead and get ours done. If we have the power out, we probably have to turn set this fire behind me. And it's been years since we've actually had a fire down here or upstairs, so we probably do need to clean our chimney out.
Probably.
Unless you want to do it yourself.
Well, I thought about buying one of them brushes, but probably easier just to have somebody do it.
That's what Blazer said. He said he hooks it. What did he say? He hooks it to his drill or something. He's got an attachment for the chimney. We'll just hire Blazer, have him come here, and he can do the chimney sweep for us, and he can fly back to Montana. How's that? That'll work.
We'll just put the white cat up in there. It'll fit pretty good.
We'll put a white cat down the chimney and clean it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be white anymore.
No, but the chimney be clean. Chris Moose.
Chris Moose. Why? Because your name's Chris?
Dick Van Dyke, yeah. Little Mary Poppins chimney sweeps.
Hmm.
Chimney. Chimney, chimzery.
Yeah, we did try those logs. I mean, do they really work? I mean, that's what we used to do. We always did those chimney cleaning logs.
Well, either way it works because either the chemicals from the chimney log cleans out or your chimney catches on fire and burns up all the soot.
Oh,
The carrot
oh.
soot. So it works either way.
That's not good. I don't want a chimney fire. Aw, she says, my boy says, thank you. I will send him his beautiful boy. Oh, I've seen his picture on Facebook. You are blessed. All right, that song gets in. Oh, the Dick Van Dyke song.
Not as much as supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious.
Or the a spoonful of sugar.
Riley travels every year from Maine to Alaska. The views are spectacular. Oh,
wow, nice.
I bet. Wow. Wow.
I just saw online you can actually sign up and all the little cards that you put money on by the registers at Walmart, Dollar General, any store you go to, those gift cards.
Yeah.
There's people that actually get paid by companies to go out and stock and keep track of all those cards, and they get paid for travel and gas and hotel and meals. And they say it's a great job to have. You just get to travel everywhere and replace all those gift cards at all the cash registers and stores and stuff.
We probably still have some gift cards that still has stuff on it.
Some of them expire, though. I didn't know that. A lot of them have expiration dates on them, but some of them, as long as there's still money on them, they're still good.
I think there's one of your mother's up there that was Bob Evans or something like that. So I'm not sure how. No.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian. I bet he shoveled snow off the roof that year also.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about the snowstorm of 78. Yeah.
Good night, T-Bone. We will let you know about the Canada thing with our merch store. Hopefully it's not on our end. But
I don't think it's something I have to set up, but it could be. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you were talking to him today, right? Or was that Timu you were talking to? Or were you talking to both?
No, well, I did both today.
Okay, so you can actually go on there and just type to him and ask him about out of the country. And Prospecting's going to bed. Good night, Prospecting. Thanks for stopping by.
Somewhere there's a picture of me on a snow mound in our driveway at Mom and Dad's in 78. I don't know if I have it upstairs in my photo album or if it's in a box tucked away somewhere. Or
you do have the picture?
Yeah. Yeah. Old Polaroid, the old Instamatic where you I'll have to look that up now that winter is coming up.
Winter is coming.
I know we didn't go anywhere.
Winter is coming. Now, Brian's in Iowa, right?
Yes, Brian is in Iowa. He grew up with us here in central Illinois.
So he's in Iowa that's where Clay's at now.
Yeah.
And Clay said this will be his first winter in Iowa. Well, good luck. We do get snow.
I mean, I don't actually know how bad Iowa gets. I'm assuming they get the same as we do. So,
No, they're close to Minnesota, so they get quite a bit of snow and cold weather.
so Brian be able to tell us better than us how much snow Iowa usually gets. But
Brian says he's got a picture of him on his Kawasaki 175 on top of a huge snow pile in 78.
Blazer says it only drops down as a U.S. option. So, all right, I'll get a hold of him tomorrow and get that straightened out or see what I need to do.
Yeah, figure out why our first merch store shipped to the UK. Okay, yeah, we'll look into that. Hey, welcome in, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that. That's wild. We'll try to get that fixed.
Well, thanks for letting us know. I mean, without you guys checking it out and figuring it out for us, we don't know where the bugs are or what we need to straighten out. But
Well, that means our daughter in Canada, if she wanted one of these hats, wouldn't be able to either until we get it fixed. Well, shoot.
well, we'll get it straightened out one way or another.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we found out tonight on the show.
You're up kind of late, Brian. You got to work tomorrow? Did you retire? What's going on?
Yeah, I remember that 78 storm. I think that's the year when we finally got back to school after like 3-4 days of no school. The drifts were higher than the buses going down the country roads. It was crazy. All you could see is just snow drifts through the roads.
Yeah, I remember helping Dad shovel out the driveway, and we had the Ford tractor then, but we couldn't use it until we got a path shoveled out. So that's how bad it was. We had to shovel out our tractor and make a path for the tractor to go through to get to the driveway.
Is that was like 10, 11 years ago when you tried to do the tractor in the second driveway and got stuck?
That's because I tried to take too much snow at one time.
And then we had a truck try to get the tractor out. The truck got stuck.
Yeah. Fun times.
Oh, yeah. Fun times. We walked to Velvet Freeze to get a gallon of milk. Oh, gee. Riley gets an average of 100 inches of snow.
Yeah, we're just testing the store out to see how it goes and just sharing it on YouTube and in our chats and stuff, and then we'll spread it out eventually.
I'm not sure how many people are actually following us on Twitter.
I don't know. I mean, we got Rumble, we got Twitter, we got Spotify, we got
I put it on
audio podcast is going out.
I put it on a community page on YouTube, but I don't know how many people actually see the community post either. I posted it on Facebook. Did you post it in the Midwest group or the page?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think I did it on my personal Facebook and Midwest Night Watchers group and page.
Oh, thank you for stopping and saying hi, Laura. You get a good night's sleep. That's what the Night Owl Lounge is. People just kind of pop in and pop out, or they wake up and find out we're live. They pop in for a while and then go back to bed.
So how's the video doing? It looks like it's doing good now.
The Wi-Fi disappeared. That's right. The Wi-Fi little thingy is gone on the screen.
I mean, I saw it pop up a couple of times here and there, but mainly it doesn't look like it is. So I don't know.
And bit rates green. Well, it's still going up and down. It's going 3,000, 8,000, 9,000, 6,000, 4,000. So it's still popping up and down, which is not normal.
Hi, Freaky Geek.
Hey, Freaky. Oh my goodness. Only 3 people live there, and his nearest neighbor is a mile away.
Wow.
Freaky said he lost Wi-Fi and internet a few hours ago. We're not getting another solar storm, are we?
Yeah, I think so.
That would mess it up.
We got this solar storm for the next, I don't know how many, like a couple of years, because we're at the peak time now. It's like every 11 years it reaches this peak time. So we're at the peak time before it starts going back down. So we'll have this for quite a while.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if we had another solar flare a couple days ago, and that's what's messing everything up. Interesting. Do you remember hooking a train of sleds behind someone's truck and driving all over the country roads? One of the Hankin boys.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that was
God.
fun. We did all kinds of stuff when we were kids. Well, I mean, technically, I guess we weren't kids, but we were.
I remember the good old CB radios. What? It's illegal to have a CB radio now?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Or is it the other thing that you have to have a license
Ham
for?
radios, you have to have a license.
Yeah,
You
ham
can have a
radio.
ham radio, you just can't transmit on it without a
Right.
license. You're not supposed to.
I don't know if I think everyone uses their phone now, even truckers. I don't know if truckers even still have. Well, truckers will probably still use CBs.
Yeah, they do.
But man, back in high school, we all had CBs in our car and the long antennas and. I haven't seen anybody have a CB.
I've been seeing a lot of the ads for those little handheld ham radios and those walkie-talkies, where it's basically our ham radios that go across the U.S. that you can talk to each other. Yeah.
Oh,
really nice.
Claudette said her uncle used to pull us with the snowmobile through the streets.
Brian will remember this, since we hung out as kids. But we used to go to a guy in Putnam, Illinois, the next town up from us, and he had a little shack. Basically, it was like a little garage, little garden thing. They had all kinds of ham radios and CBs and electronics in there. And his name was Greyhound. He's passed away a lot of years ago, but he was a great guy and helped us out with CBs and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I should just go ahead and turn this off.
I still got our CBs from back in the day, Brian. The one that we hooked up where we could switch the channels that nobody else had, or basically it was sideband, but it was a specific channel that most CBs wouldn't get, so we could talk back and forth without anybody listening in.
I don't know what happened to my CB radio I used to have in my car years ago. I might have left it at my mom's house. I don't know.
I don't have the antennas anymore. We used to have K40, great big giant CB magnet antennas we'd put on our cars. Man,
I had the big magnet antenna. That little booger was a long antenna.
I think at one time it was still over in Mom's garage, that K40 antenna, but I don't remember seeing it.
Well, who knows where it is now?
One of the nephews or somebody probably got it.
Yep, the good old tubes that are in the old radios and TVs. They don't want to make things good these days. They want you to turn around and have to buy something new in a few days. I hope it lasts longer than a few days.
Yeah, breaker.
Yeah, breaker.
Convoy. That's what rubber ducky.
I had a little gold Datsun 310 GX, and my handle was Little Gold Nugget.
Little gold nugget.
Little Gold Nugget. And that's when Datsuns were Datsuns back then, not Nissans.
Yeah, our friend Terry's the one that soldered 2 chipsets together to get the off channels and CBs.
Terry, the ex-cop Terry?
Yeah, and I actually bought that CB from him. He had 2 of them the same. I know there's 3 or 4 of us that had the same setup. It's like a little toggle switch that we installed on it, and you could flip back and forth between the channels. I think I'm trying to remember Greyhound, the guy we're talking about, had I think it was a ham radio, and he could slide in between all the channels. He actually had a dial or something that you could go, and it would go between every channel that big radio would get. I think it was called the Black Knight or the Black Knight. I don't know. Maybe Brian remembers.
Was Brian a part of the episode of, what was that, a raccoon you guys grabbed and threw in somebody's mailbox and shut the door on it?
I still don't remember that. So I don't know if I wasn't there that night. I remember the skunk spray in the visiting team of the basketball school bus.
Ew.
They had to ride home with skunk smell in their bus.
Ew. Yuck. Well, can you imagine that poor person going out to get their mail the next day, or the mail person to open up that mailbox and finding a critter inside?
Yeah.
Oh, some of the things you guys did. I'm surprised your mother didn't ground you.
Well, she had to find out about it first.
That's true. She didn't know about some of this until after high school, right?
I don't know if she ever knew any of it.
They trusted children back then. Just come home when the street lights are on, right?
They didn't trust us. They just didn't want to deal with us. Just go out, get away.
Yeah, go play in the town somewhere.
Not that they trusted us. They just didn't have to deal with us when we weren't home. I assume there was some kind of trust, or they expected you to behave.
Well, back then it was safe just to walk around town and be with your friends. Those were the good old days. So who's Greyhound?
He's the guy that was saying that was in Putnam, an older guy when we were growing up that had a garage out back of his house, or a shed, whatever you want to call it. And he had a great big old ham. I think he had a moonraker or something on his roof, a great big, huge antenna.
Yep. Back then there was some good butt whoopings.
Yeah, I think I want to say Black Knight. and I tried buying it off of him several times, and I wish I would have went back before he passed away to try to buy it, because I'm sure it was illegal to own unless you had a specific license to have, because it would go, I mean, not only CB but ham radio and sideband and all those world radios. You could slide in between all those channels and transmit on it.
So were you a part of this that Brian said?
Yes.
You were a part of that too? I don't think I heard this story. Well, was it a potato gun?
No, it was a little welded, nice heavy duty welded pipe with a metal plate on the back of it and a stand that it sat on, and you could put an M80 or whatever. Had a little hole for the fuse to come out the back plate. And you just shoved whatever you wanted in there, and it was going to shoot it out like a cannon.
Did you guys get in trouble by the police?
No.
Or did you run?
Oh, I'm sure we ran. I think we did it more than once because we weren't happy with the first time or something. It didn't work as like we thought it would.
Oh, wow. So is it similar to one of the potato guns that you spray hairspray in or whatever and shoot out?
Well, it's the same concept. It's like a cannon, but it was actually a nice heavy duty metal pipe and had a metal back plate that was welded on it. And so it worked just like a cannon would shoot a cannonball. But in this case, it shot out chili beans.
Chili beans. I should keep my mouth shut. Nothing surprises me when I'm hearing these stories of what you guys did when you were younger. Oh my goodness. And then you were a bad influence to your nieces and nephews because they weren't too far of age underneath you.
I don't think they were. I mean, I'm sure they found my potato guns and everything that was left in mom and dad's garage, but I never showed them how to do any of that stuff. I was hoping our grandchild would come over more so I can show him.
Do you still have the potato gun or you left it at mom?
Oh, I'm sure there's one over there, but I mean, it'd take 10 minutes to build another one. We got the fields to shoot them in.
As a joke, I threw a can of refried beans in the campfire. No joke. As it blew up like a bomb.
That would be fun to do at a campfire at a party.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
I remember going over to Marlon's house, another friend of ours, and we'd have little fires down by the river. Off the bat, their property sloped down in the woods down by the river. We'd always have little fires and stuff, and Marlon loved getting plastic milk cartons or gallons, and you would just start to catch it on fire, and that plastic would turn all different colors, and it'd start dripping like blue and purple and green. It'd make little really cool sounds coming off that dripping plastic. I'm sure it wasn't good for us. I mean, with the fumes and stuff, but that was back before they told us not to do that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, you'd hold it by the handle and let the rest of the edges of it would start burning and melting, and it'd be purple and green and blue and all kinds of colors coming off that plastic. Of course, it's made with petroleum. I mean, plastic is a petroleum product, so you would expect oil to have those colors. If you ever see oil on a driveway where it has blue and green and purple kind of colors reflecting off of it.
What causes the pretty colors of the flame colors that we throw on the fire?
Different
chemicals.
Different chemicals. Whether it's
that makes
chemical has a different color it burns at. Because we had them in chemistry sets back when we were kids. Different chemicals burn at different colors, and
Doggone it, the Wi-Fi symbol came back up.
Mine's not.
Oh.
Huh.
Well, it hasn't shut us down
Well,
yet.
it's the same as when you see the chemicals in the sky and the clouds and stuff are little trails. I mean, it depends on what they put in their chemtrails or whatever, whether it's aluminum, mercury, silver, whatever they're putting up there.
And I've heard about putting copper in fire.
Copper burns pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yes, GCS rain. Hey, is it going to change like last year?
What?
Remember last year you moved or something and the Christmas tree would blink or something? It's not doing it.
Oh, that's because of the auto. It just blinked.
Oh, it did. Oh, yeah, there it
Yeah,
goes.
it's because of the autofocus of the camera.
Blink. Now, just wait a few weeks. I got some new Christmas hats. There's one back there, but I guess you can't see it.
Yeah, I don't know about kids today, whether they would actually even want to build a potato gun.
I doubt it. They're like someone said in chat, they're stuck on devices and games and stuff. Kids don't go out and be creative anymore. Yeah, I heard the stories about the bridge. You guys laying down up on top and watching stars. Gerald jumped the bridge and swam the shore.
Well, a bunch of us did, and
Oh,
my nephew
which
did
one?
it for the first time, and we told him, you got to be just like a diver off of a cliff. You got to have your feet pointed and your arms up or together against your body. But he had his arm, he was going like this and had his arms out flat, and his arms became black and blue instantly when he hit that water.
Which nephew?
Little Gary. So I had to take him home. I had to make sure that he got home all right, because like I heard about that for a long time. I mean, I didn't make him jump. I didn't push him or and I told him how to do it right. It wasn't my fault that he didn't do it right, but
I haven't heard anybody jumping the bridge these days. Maybe
No.
the kids just don't want to do things like that. Just your generation.
I guess me and Marlon jumped off the grain elevator where the I-beam came out to unload the barges of grain and stuff at the elevator on the river, and it's way higher than the road or the bridge.
Isn't the water a little shallow over there?
No, it was high tide. It was a flood stage.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing you had to worry about is if anything was floating under the water, whether a log or.
What are we digging up?
What?
Well, okay, maybe when digging them up, it's sort of like hunting. What are we digging? Are we digging potatoes?
Yeah, Freaky was talking about potatoes that have eyes and watching.
Ew. See, Brian said he never had the guts to do that one.
I thought he did. I thought he jumped off the bridge and stuff with us. I know he climbed the bridge with us because we would get underneath the road, the supports of where the bridge was for the road, and we'd get underneath there and watch barges and stuff, and then we'd actually climb the girders going up above the road, the highest point, lay up there and watch the moon and the stars. And then you get a slide. You put your tennis shoes on the girder and your hands on the side, and you slide all the way down from the top to get down.
You guys.
Not that I suggest anybody to do that, but
And if we caught any of our kids doing stuff like that, they would have been grounded.
Well,
They got grounded for other stuff.
yeah,
Hopefully nobody's watching. Hi kids, we love you.
I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have been brave enough to do it anyway. But
No.
or crazy enough, however you look at it.
Oh my gosh. I heard about the mandrake plant. Don't dig up a screaming mandrake plant.
Yeah, I mean, you can watch that in Harry Potter, but it goes back through history about the mandrake plant. If you actually pull it up, it screams, and the scream is so deafening. And I don't know if it actually possessed power or what it was, but you would die from it.
Wow. And potatoes
So
have eyes, corn has ears, and beans have stalks.
So you would have your servants or whatever, you would have them pull up the plant. So, obviously if they died, you could replace them, I guess. I guess that's how it was. But people would tie up animals to them on ropes and have them run and jerk the plant up out of the ground. And
so I take it the plant must taste really good to take a chance like that.
I guess must be just like truffles or mushrooms or whatever. I don't know, but I've seen them in history books. They say it's a real plant. I don't know where it exists or if it's still around today. No, I'm hearing echo.
Yeah, and we were doing good. Actually, I still think it sounds good. There's not a big delay.
I can hear myself through my. That's weird. Usually I don't.
Weird.
That is weird. I don't know what's going on.
Where'd you guys drop M80s at?
Everywhere. Let's see. That help? Nope. Still there.
Is there a share screen up?
No. It just started.
Echo.
Can everybody in the chat hear it? No, it went away.
I don't hear it.
It just went away. I brought up the settings for StreamYard, which would be a pop-up screen. Now it went away. That is so weird.
I say I don't hear it.
Should be gone now. I don't hear it no more. Having all kinds of little glitches tonight. What do you know? I got gremlins.
Ah. I'll be back in a second.
Sure. All right, everybody. What's going on? What do you want to talk about now? I think that's enough of my childhood experiences. Thanks, Brian. I do got to say though, that was running around with Brian, my best friend, and a bunch of friends I introduced him to, and Henry. Was one of my favorite times as growing up. Hanging out at the local pizza place and getting pizza every night. Me and Brian usually did that when we were together. We'd get a pizza to share and hang out and go down to Central Park and sit on the picnic benches and hang out and talk and just be normal kids hanging out. Until we got up to mischief and somebody had a bright idea to do something. And it's like, okay, let's go try it. That'd be cool.
Normal kids.
Well, I say normal as in the fact that we were doing what kids should do, go out and experience the world and be able to play outside and have fun.
And they got their license at 15. I think some kids shouldn't drive until they're 21.
Well, we had our learner's permit, obviously, before then. But you know, growing up with our generations, I mean, my dad was in World War II, so by the time I was probably 8 or 9, we were helping out on grandma and grandpa's farm, and
Mm-hmm.
by age 11 we were driving farm trucks and stuff, and probably 11 or 12 soon after that, or right around that same time period, I mean, dad would teach me how to drive the Ford Mustang, and I'd be able to drive out in the country and stuff. And I mean, I was probably 14 or 15. No, probably 14 when the big old hackberry tree, city tree, fell in our yard. I mean, they get old and rotten really easy. They've been around since the city started. They planted them all over the city.
Yeah, and that's what's falling down every time we have thunderstorms and we have trees down all over town.
One fell down in our front yard in mom and dad's house. They had
they had one in the front. I
the
remember the pine trees.
whole front. Every front of that whole street had hackberries on them, and they probably are all gone now. But
and then they put the pine trees in to replace them.
no,
I just remember
the pine trees were mom and dad's trees. The hackberries were what the city planted next to the road on little section between the road and the sidewalk.
Oh, okay.
So that fell down, and we were, my dad and my brother and brother-in-laws were chainsaw and cutting it up, and my job was to haul the brush. Well, I was probably 14 years old, running a 3-speed on the gooseneck truck, driving not only just in town but outside of town in the county to go to the farmer's house way up in another county, because he had a ditch that he wanted filled in, or so I was hauling brush every day for like 2 weeks from that tree, filling up his ditch or trying to help, but it was a big ravine. I don't think I ever did see anything in that thing. I mean, it was deep. But every day, that was my job, to go 2 or 3 times a day hauling brush till dad got home. I was probably 14. Never got looked at weird, never got stopped, never nothing. Of course, I was a pretty good driver by the time I was 14.
And I do remember Blazer saying in the 90s, Montana didn't have a speed limit during the daytime. I do kind of remember that because my mom moved there in the late 80s in Montana. I remember her saying that.
Well, I remember the little 2-road highway, Route 29, that goes through our town, goes from Peoria all the way up to 80, Interstate 80. It was 70 miles an hour. I remember when they switched the signs to go to the lower speed limit.
I remember when it was 70, and remembering that they switched it down to 55 was supposed to save on accidents. I don't know if it really did. We still had accidents.
I mean, if I'm remembering right, and I could be wrong, it was 70 everywhere outside of town. And then when you got into town, it was like 55 or 50 miles an hour, probably 55. Where now it's like you go through town and it's like, 40 miles an hour or whatever it is now. But it was like fast when we were growing up.
You had a black and orange Mustang?
I had I started out driving the car that all of us kids had, which was a blue Ford Coupe Mustang 65. And then later on, since I was the last kid in the house, we were able to trade it in on another Ford Mustang, but it was a Cobra 2, and it had the orange and black and yellow decals of the Cobra on the front and the stripes on the back.
Wow, I didn't know that. My first car was a 73 Mach 1 Mustang.
It was a 1978 Ford Cobra 2. And it had a 302 in it, but it was good. It would break the tires loose, but it wasn't as powerful as the old like Shelby's or 302s that you had early in the day. My brother actually had a 302 Mustang. It was a orange convertible with white interior with the roll bars on it, and that thing moved. Of course, he also had a Super Sport Nova that was this like 400 something cubic engine in it, and that thing was just wickedly fast and strong.
I liked my Mach 1, but the insurance was ridiculous on it. And boy, was it a gas hog. I can imagine what that thing was worth if I still had that.
Yeah, our original Mustang, the 65 Coupe, it had a 6-cylinder in it, so it wasn't necessarily a muscle car or a big engine, but I mean it did pretty good, but it was a straight 6.
If I remember right, mine had a 351 Cleveland. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah, my Mach 1 had a 351 Cleveland engine in it. Man,
Yep.
I shifted that sucker down. Boy, could I pass people.
Oh yeah, those are great engines. Everybody wanted those.
Mhm. I made a nice profit off of that vehicle selling it to my brother, and then he fixed it up a little bit more, and he turned around and made profit off of it also. So who knows what happened to that Mach 1.
My sister and brother-in-law's main car at the time was a bright blue Mach 1 with the black stripes up over the hood, and it had a 351 Cleveland in it.
So Clay's shocked to see gas under $3. We're still a little over 3, aren't we, in Illinois?
Well, some areas around us though got under $3, but we never did in our small town, which is about normal. Everybody else is usually anywhere from 3 to 10 cents lower than us for some reason. I don't know why, but they are.
But if you drive out of town just to get gas, you're not really saving money.
No, unless you're going there.
Right, unless you're going there anyway, right.
You're going out shopping, but otherwise it doesn't save any money to make a trip special for that.
Yeah, I remember sitting 3 in the front.
Oh yeah, we'd fit more than 3 in a bench seat in a big car like Impalas and all them cars. You could sit more than 3, especially if you had kids. I mean, my gosh, you could have a whole row of kids in the front. So yeah, I had the black and orange. It was a black paint job with the orange and yellow Cobra decals on it. And then at the same time, I had that 78 Yamaha. That was an enduro bike. I think it was a 175 that I had at the same time. So I had those two vehicles or those two at the same time.
Yeah, we have a daughter that lives in Canada, and she was telling us the price of their gas and the price of their milk. They came down here and visited for a week, and they were just shocked on how much cheaper things are down here compared to back up in Canada. Almost $5 a gallon. That's crazy. Well, California is about 5 a gallon, isn't it?
Oh, they're more than there. I think they're more than that even.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Brian said it. There was a 351 Cleveland. There's a 351 Windsor.
Hmm.
Everybody wanted the Cleveland.
I just remember my Mach 1 had a 351 Cleveland.
We've almost been on for 2 hours now.
Really?
Now that the internet's starting to stabilize a little bit.
Well, both cameras look pretty good. And the wife, yeah, the bit rate is back up, and I got green bars over here.
Oh, maybe we had a little
Solar burst.
problem for
Hmm.
affecting it, but
Well, look what happened to the 24/7 chat the other day. It kept losing connection and going back, and then we woke up the next morning and the stream was down. So I still wonder if there is a bad line in town somewhere that's messing things up a little bit.
yeah. Hey, Robert, welcome in.
Hello, Mr. Professor.
Mr. Professor. What is he, from Gilligan's Island?
Should I say Mr. Bauer? Hello, Mr. Bauer, sir.
No, it's Professor Bauer.
Professor Bauer, sir. $9.63.
Or is that California or Alaska?
California.
Yeah, I heard it went back. I heard it went up. It just skyrocketed. They were talking about possibly having $11 a gallon in some places. All thanks to Newsom.
Wow. Luckily, we don't travel too much.
Yeah, Roger said his dad had a 351 Cleveland and a Ford truck. Yeah, a lot of those, even those farm trucks had big engines in them back in the day. I mean, now you have the big Chevys and Fords and Dodges, all the truck or all the farmers are buying, they have pretty big engines in them. But for the day, back in the 70s, and there were some big engines in them, just like you would have in the regular muscle cars. They'd have the same big engines in them.
Our farm truck don't have a big engine.
No, it's a little.
We have this is my favorite vehicle. We have a 1999 Ford Ranger crank windows 5-speed. None of our kids can borrow that vehicle because they don't know how to shift. That is our vehicle. We get hay and straw, and I love driving that little thing around town. That's my favorite vehicle, is our little old-fashioned.
It's got the millennial anti-theft device called the 5-speed.
Yeah. I like my little Ford Ranger. Good old crank windows.
That's the best one I've heard yet.
What's that?
Gas prices in California are so high, even the coronavirus stopped traveling. That is the best one I've heard.
That's good.
That is the best one I've heard.
All right, so Chicky Blue's got a 97 Ranger. Yeah, ours is a 99. It runs so good. And we bought that thing, 15 years ago, I think, and it was old then. I don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty old then. Well, not real old, but it wasn't anywhere close to when it was made. But
I think we only paid like $3,500 for it, and that little thing is running good. I mean, that thing barely breaks down. Our vans and other vehicles have broke down a lot more than our little Ford Ranger has. That thing's faithful.
We saw it on the side of a road sitting in somebody's yard and stopped and bought it that day.
And didn't even realize we're going to use it for hay and straw in the future. We got it when we had our pool and the kids were here, and I had to go to the dump and get sand and rock and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
That was the good old days. And then we had a Jeep. Yeah, we just got rid of, yeah, you had a Jeep how many years? Quite a few years going to work. Just got rid of our Jeep last year
Yeah.
for the computer that you're sitting in front of.
That is true. We traded my Jeep in for the same price as what this computer is.
Yeah, our son builds computers, gaming computers, and we said, hey, build us one. They needed a vehicle, so we barter swapped. And they got our Jeep. Oh, good night, Brian. Thanks for stopping in.
Yep. Good to talk to you, buddy. We'll see you again. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for sharing good old days of you and Girl when you guys were little brats.
We didn't talk about those days. We just talked about when we were teenagers or a little older. We didn't talk about when we were brats.
Well, were you a teenager? You weren't brats?
Mischief.
Heathens?
I don't know. Mischievous. I don't know.
Little heathens?
Something. Bad boys. I don't know.
Yeah, no, freaky. We haven't seen any woo feathers in over a year, way over a year.
Yeah, I don't know.
It mainly started when we were first doing our shows in that room and they stopped. And I still think Steve Stockton did it because we were talking about fairies that night and they just kind of stayed for a few weeks.
Yeah, little orbs and stuff floating around, and
some I still think were fairies. I don't know.
I don't know.
They were definitely interesting. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you can go to our channel and click videos and you got to scroll way down. We've got quite a few of those little things that were coming out of the wall.
Yep, I have not seen any, and nobody in chat has ever brought it up since then. And
no, I think they stopped. I got plenty of stories for next time. I bet. I bet. You two get together, you guys can probably write a book.
We probably could do a book. I think all the criminal prosecution time has been over for a lot of years, so we probably could actually come out in the open with a lot of the stuff, but all fun stuff, all fun for us. Maybe not necessarily for some of the people it happened to, but nothing horrific.
I look over on the camera, one of the cameras, and all I see is a possum tail.
Oh.
Just the possum tail sticking in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Statute of limitations. Yeah, I'm sure.
Be good or Krampus will come and get bad kids.
Maybe when I put the Christmas tree or decorations behind me, maybe we'll start getting some Christmas elves or fairies or something come out.
Yeah, I know. People can't read cursive anymore in the future. Or they won't be able to read cursive in the future.
Yeah.
So you can write a book and have it in cursive.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Never grew up to be a goat. Upside down trees.
Yeah.
I know those videos, and I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. People that have cats would hang their trees from the ceilings upside down, or they would cut them in half and have the bottom half in the inner of the house of the ceiling, and the top on top of the roof, like it was coming through the roof.
Well, that's why I have a tree right there, because if we put it upstairs, it's going to be knocked over or they use it as a scratching post. So I'm going to decorate it downstairs. Where only like 2 cats are allowed to come down here once in a while.
Yeah, it's probably about time to rearrange the back behind me anyway. Change it up a little and maybe get some Christmas stuff back there. And as soon as we get to Thanksgiving, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I just kind of pulled a couple things out.
Well, we're close. It's almost time for the McRibs to come out.
McRibs. I don't know. Maybe this is the year that they're not going to have McRibs. You're not supposed to go to McDonald's anymore anyway. Ew.
I will for a McRib.
Ew. Ew. Then I'll go across the street and get a mushroom and Swiss from Hardee's.
You do whatever you want. You do you, and I'll do me. Okay.
What's with cats in tinfoil? I've heard that. I saw a video the other day. I was going to test it out and try that.
Well, we did it outside.
Well, we did it outside for the coons.
For the coons, and they don't like the texture or the touch of the crinkly sound or whatever on their feet, so they stayed away from tinfoil.
Yeah, the coon attacked one of my marten houses and popped it open. So we wrapped the whole thing and wrapped the fence with foil, and it did keep them away. But I heard that cats are freaked out by tinfoil, so I was going to try that and see if it happens. And I've seen the cucumbers too. I've never did try the cucumbers.
Yeah, they freak out and jump. And
Yeah,
with the cucumbers, yeah, almost anything. I mean, if you slide almost anything up behind a cat and they turn around and look at it, they freak out.
cats are weird, but I still love them. Hey, I've said Merry Christmas all these years. That
Yeah,
never
we
stopped me.
didn't stop. Even if you said Happy Holidays to us, we still say Merry Christmas.
Yep. If we were in a store and they said Happy Holidays, I said Merry Christmas.
I mean,
Like they think it's a snake. That could be.
it's not that we try to be politically correct or against political correctness. We just kept on saying what we would normally say. If we said Merry Christmas or Happy New Year or whatever, that's just what we continued to say.
Yeah, we used to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, not Happy Holidays. So I'm going to say it anyway. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, speaking of that,
Speaking of what?
I even got a new hat today from Temu. Isn't he cute? It says Merry Christmas.
Doesn't it say Christmas?
Nope, that one actually says Merry Christmas.
Oh,
No, some of the other sweatshirts and stuff we got from Temu said Merry Christmas. We got all kinds of Christmas t-shirts. Just wait the next couple of weeks. I'm even getting a Christmas squirrel t-shirt. He's got Christmas lights all over him.
you're out of control.
Yeah. Well, let's see. You're the one that got me the chicken sweatshirt with the Christmas hats. We got a goat Christmas t-shirt. What else did we get? Christmas.
I don't know. I bought you a few cute Christmas stuff. I
Yeah.
thought it'd be nice, and then you went crazy.
Little gnomes, and
So now you have like 20 Christmas shirts.
not 20. I think you got more Mothman and ET and Bigfoot and
That's true, but that's for our show. But you actually got like 20 Christmas shirts.
that I'll wear for our shows. Oh my.
I heard you, Jane, say the words, but not the hat. Can you ask it to speak? Oh,
Ask.
I get it. All right.
Yes, we do need to get some beard lights this year.
No,
It's starting to grow along.
it's getting there.
I think last year you had a head start.
Probably.
Because you didn't trim it down so low last year.
We'll see. We got a ways to go to Christmas and New Year, so we'll see.
That would be cute. Yeah, just wait till you see some of my new Christmas hats. Another mouth. Oh, another month. Boy, I need glasses.
You can make your screen larger, you know.
Hmm?
You can make your screen larger.
Oh. I guess I can. Which one?
Brave.
Enter full screen. The green one?
No, not that way. If you hit
No.
Control and the plus sign, make sure you're on your Brave browser or whatever, and then hit Control and plus sign.
I'll just wait. Now I got something that popped down and I don't want it to pop down. Go away. Oops. There, I'm back.
You never went away because your camera is still working. So
I just lost a 24. Everything just went. Yeah, I clicked and it came all back. All right, I'll leave it like this.
all right.
Thought I spelled a word wrong, but not to be the thirst time.
Instead of first time, thirst time.
So are we having t-shirt wars?
War of the Roses. Only t-shirts. No, it just seems like we bought some Christmas shirts because they were cute. And then we were ordering from our own shop to test out the
Cheap.
merch and see how the logos and the quality of the shirts worked out. And I tell you what, I'm very happy with the logos and the quality of shirts that we picked. Because there's different manufacturers and different types of shirts you can get, whether they're heavy, they're summer, they're light. There's different companies that provide each shirt. And
Yeah, because this one that I'm wearing is a heavy duty long sleeve.
It's real
Boy, is it thick. And then this one is just a regular long sleeve, and it's not as thick, but it's still a very nice, well-made t-shirt.
And this shirt is like
And it's a Gillen.
This shirt is real thin, almost light enough on a really hot day. It would be really nice.
Now, a lot of them are Gildans, if you know those brands. I've been trying to pick Gildans for the sweatshirts and hoodies, and we're keeping the prices down low. You know, we're not going to be making a lot of profit ourselves. That's not our purpose. It's mainly for you guys to get some merchandise. So we've got the prices down pretty low. Like my Bigfoot cat shirt I just got.
Yeah. Might have to make shirts with our characters on them. I don't know if anybody'd buy one, but I would. Maybe I'll give them away as gifts.
Oh, to our kids for Christmas?
Get some big pictures of us on a t-shirt like that and
give them to our kids so they remember us.
Give them away. Because I doubt if anybody'd buy them, but I don't know.
And I agree, Chicky Blue. There's so many different calendars out there. Tons of different calendars. And people argue about them and this and that. Who knows what date it is?
Well, it depends on what historian and where you go to read about it. I mean, there's either anywhere from 100 years to 1,000 years missing off of our calendar, depending on where you go. Because certain people took away time, if you want to say it that way, or added years to the calendar to get them out. I mean, I know the one ruler wanted to start his reign on a certain date, so they added all those years to get his rule to start on this date.
Hmm.
So that's how part of the calendar got.
Some are different
Oh, wow.
days, the amount of days. We used to have 13 months, then they switched it to 12 months.
His days are numbered.
Days are numbered.
Then you go in other, if you want to go by the lunar cycles, 30, 31 days,
28. Yeah, some are just 28 days because they go by just by the moon only.
13 months, 28 days. And it does simplify the calendar, but
Hmm.
I don't think you'll ever get anybody to go back to it or go back to the old calendars to straighten out the days, or because I mean, what's the point now? Everybody's used to the calendar and what year it is. I mean, we can dig into it, research it, and keep track of it ourselves, but as far as the everyday world or the world itself as it works, it would just be too confusing, just like daylight savings time. Some people are using it, some people aren't. And
I'm still confused. I see it dark outside and I think it's 7 o'clock at night. I don't like it dark at 5.
I saw a video on that the other day too about explain to me how it gets dark at 9 o'clock and we set our clocks back an hour and it gets dark at 4. We move our clocks an hour, but it's like 5 hours difference between light and dark.
Days are longer and shorter.
I know, but I'm just saying it was funny though that
Hmm.
okay, we used to get dark at 9 and now we're getting dark at 4 or 5. So, but we only moved our clocks an hour.
Yeah, I used to lock up the barn at 9. Now I'm doing it at 5. And we had our show at 4 for a while. Now we're back at 6 because the barn's already done.
Yep.
That is true. How many times the post office is closed because of some kind of a holiday?
Yeah, I don't think the federal government or teachers or schools should have that many holidays.
Mm-mm.
They should have Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July, Easter, everything like that we had. President's Day.
Because UPS and everything else delivered Monday.
Yeah, well, because they're not a federal employee.
Mhm. Right.
I think the post office days are doomed anyway. I think eventually we won't have to worry about it.
I feel bad for the post office people. Busy season now. I felt bad for him the other day. Oh my goodness, we had a whole back seat full of that poor guy. He showed up. We had Temu show up. We had Amazon show up. Well, no, Amazon was later. You ordered something through something else that came.
Well, we had TikTok,
Our first,
Temu, Amazon, and then your
My
musical
handpan.
instrument from Italy came.
my
And
handpan came that day. So there was a big giant box in the back seat. And then we got our shirt order, part of our first shirt order. The other ones came today. But yeah, he was just carrying up. He said everything was ours. And I went, what? So he went back, 3 times and grabbed handfuls of.
yeah, I mean, actually, we had our normal mail delivery. Then later in the afternoon, we had another mail delivery the same
Yep.
day. They sent out trucks to handle packages, evidently, or a car.
Well, that's what shocked me because I woke up and my friend from Italy said, hey, your handpan's out for delivery. And I went, what? I said, it only took a week. I was expecting it not to show up until the 18th because the other handpan I got from him took 2 weeks. And so we knew the mail already came. So yeah, we called the post office and said, what's going on? They said, oh, we got a special delivery. Well, yeah, he showed up and the whole back seat was ours. But the handpan did take most of the seat up.
Yeah, Chicky Blue's talking about math and in schools. Like, don't even get me started on how the kids are learning math. And
Oh, yeah.
Blazer said daylight savings time is Cher's favorite day because of her song "Turn Back Time."
Oh my gosh.
And Freaky says there might be a strike at the end of the month. I didn't hear about that yet.
Strike for what?
Maybe
What strike?
maybe the mail. I don't know. Or is he talking about the
Well, the
the
shipping,
ports?
the
I thought
shipping
they
port.
settled that. I thought they. I
No,
know they did. I know they said they did it temporary, but I thought I saw the other day where they actually settled it.
oh, okay. Because last
No,
I
he's talking
heard,
about postal workers.
that would be horrible during the Christmas
See,
season.
federal
Oh my
workers,
gosh.
federal workers at one time there was a law or something passed that they cannot unionize, but now supposedly they can. That the Supreme Court or somebody ruled on it that they can't stop them from unionizing. So whether they are or not union, I don't remember, but
Wow.
technically, I guess they can strike.
That would be a bad time of year to strike during the.
Well, I mean, what's the difference? Half the time we go out to the mailbox and it's empty anyway. They've been trying to save days on delivering stuff where they let it bunch up till you have enough to deliver to your box.
Hmm.
So I think that's why there's like 3 or 4, not including holidays, that they don't show up. But I mean, there's other days we go out there and there's nothing in our mailbox. And I
Right.
think it's because they don't deliver on those days. They've been saving them up until they get enough to make it worth spending the gas and time to go out and do it.
Wow. Well, I know they used to do Amazon. Now Amazon has their own trucks and warehouses. So that kind of freed up.
Right.
And some of the Temu is also coming on different trucks and not just the mail.
DHL is still delivering in some areas. It's been quite a while since we've had a DHL truck, the yellow with the red letters or whatever.
Well, if there is a strike, thank goodness I got my hand pan already, or I would not have been able to get my hand pan. It would have been stuck on a ship, or he wouldn't have been shipping it to me. Thank goodness that got taken care of. Because that's what I thought of when they did strike a couple months ago, and I went, I ordered a hand pan. And luckily the
From
strike went
Italy.
away. Because it took 4 months for this hand pan to get made. My goodness. Those trucks are constant up here. You know, they're getting more and more Amazon. Well, the other day they got extra workers. They're even using their personal vehicles. It was not even an Amazon truck. It was their personal vehicle. So they're probably hiring extra people just for the holiday season.
Yeah, the post office and Amazon and all deliveries do it. That around the holidays, or especially Christmas, you can contract as a contractor to the post office or the UPS or Amazon, and you drive your vehicle to deliver packages, and you get X amount of houses or whatever to deliver, and you get paid for gas or mileage or whatever, however it works. So we've had that 3 or 4 times at our house, and they're coming like from an hour away or more to deliver to our house.
Yeah, at the Amazon warehouse, I think is in Pekin. I'm pretty sure that's what the people were saying.
Yeah,
They were driving from Pekin. That's where the Amazon warehouse.
not that far away from where the Bigfoot was spotted.
Maybe he's working for Amazon.
Oh,
He's delivering.
well, the mailman delivers.
Milkman used to.
The milkman.
Wonder how many milkmen back in the day were actually serial killers.
Oh, well, I know what mailman was. I don't know about milkman.
I have a joke about Canada's Post, but it's still in the warehouse, and I can't pronounce that. Mississauga?
Oh, Mississauga.
Mi-
So what again?
Mississauga?
Sauga.
Sauga.
All right. Well, this has been a great chat. Everybody's chiming in and telling jokes and keeping up with the subjects and giving us new subjects and
Mississauga. That's how you pronounce it.
Mississauga.
Mississauga. Like Mississippi.
MISSISS.
I was just thinking that. I don't even think teachers are even doing that anymore. We were taught spelling with these little sayings, and I don't think teachers are doing that. I do remember MISSISSIPPI. They had all kinds of little sayings.
I was seeing the other day, and I don't remember if I learned it in school or not, about how you count the odds and even months on your knuckles.
I used to know that.
And then there's also like the times tables, like you can do 9 times anything. So if you do 3 times 9, or no, you put the 3 down and then you count the other fingers on how to do the times tables by 9.
Yeah, schools changed. I remember doing all the flashcards, and you had to know things just quickly, and none of our kids had those drills.
No. We tried to do, I think Taylor mainly, we tried to do like little tricks and times, and especially when it came to pie charts and fractions and money and clocks and
Desert and dessert is the extra S, is you want dessert twice. And what's fun about being an adult, you can have dessert first.
I mean, there's all kinds of words like that in the English language that same exact spelling but mean different things. I love watching those videos where people put on TikTok or wherever.
Well, I used to be a preschool teacher back in the day. That's what I went to college for. And one of the daycares I was at, I was hired just one-on-one with a cerebral palsy child. She was 3, but she was from Jordan, so she was Arabic. And so the family was all Arabic and learning English. So when the aunt came one day to pick up the little girl, and I said, yeah, she's sitting here with bare feet. And she went, bare feet? What? And I said, yeah, she has bare feet. Well, she thought I was talking about the animal bear, not bare feet as in socks. And she was so confused. And I told her, I said, no, bare feet as in no socks and shoes. But she thought I was talking about bear's feet.
Right. I mean, there's so many words like that in the English language that are spelled different, but the same pronunciation. But there's also words that are spelled the same, but have 2 different meanings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have a sewer, SEWER, somebody that sews, or you have sewer, SEWER. I mean, there's so many words like that in the English language, or our Americanized English language anyway.
I'm sewering up a quilt.
Sewering, yeah.
Good night, Claudette.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer we're going to stay on anyway.
Yeah, probably not much.
This is our first night back. We're almost at 2.5 hours now. So
yeah,
we'll probably call it kind of early tonight compared to our 5 or 6 hour marathon night owls. But I'm sure we'll get there as time goes on. We'll get used to it again. And
yeah, we were up till like 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes. Now we're getting too old. We go to bed around 1, 2.
But if you just pop in and say hi to us, we appreciate that too.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to go to bed or if you got to get up early in the morning, don't worry about hanging out with us. We're just grateful that you popped in and said hi and hung out for a while. And
that's what night owl is.
If you're a night owl and want to hang out with us till 3 or 4 in the morning when we get going, and that's great too. We love having everybody.
Well, we got some people hang out the whole time. We got people like Robert that popped in like 30 seconds, said, hi, bye, boom. We see that all the time. That's all right.
That's
Some people,
okay.
some people just want to pop in and say, hey, I just want to say hi. Yeah, and Blazer's always here.
This make sure you hit the like button or something on the way out, or then you know it at least counts for something. And
Make sure you're subscribed.
so if anybody's lurking or hanging out, thank you. We appreciate that too. We, you know, if you want to come in and chat and hang out, that's great. If you just want to listen and just have us on in the background, that's fine too.
I'm a fair weather friend.
Fair weather.
You don't have to say sorry. What are you saying sorry about? And don't give me those teary eyes.
Blazer.
Sorry about what? What did I say? Poor Blazer, he's crying. Freaky gear.
What? What's freaky gear?
Are we supposed to have freaky gear? Freaky deer? Freaky gear.
I don't know. I lost track of what they were saying, I guess.
I know. Why are you sorry, Blazer? You don't have to be sorry for staying in here all the time. Crying because he's laughing too much.
Ah.
Freaky geek, it's auto-corrected. Oh, freaky gear. Okay, freaky geek.
Oh, okay.
I know. Autocorrect is drunk half the time.
Well, you never know. I mean, everybody's doing books and merch shops and whatever else. You never know who has their own merchandise or stuff.
At least you didn't call me Reeky.
Reeky? Like in Game of Thrones? Reek? What's up, Reek?
It could be Reeky Freak.
There you go, freaky. You can do your freaky gear, or reeky gear, or
Freaky
whatever.
gear.
That'd probably be a good brand, freaky gear.
I don't even think kids know what Scrabble is.
I tried to get my kids, but they just did not do. I mean, of course, it's all how they were taught in school. I mean, they didn't know very many words, or you know, they did the same words over and over. You know, but I mean, obviously, they started learning new words playing with me, and
Jeez. Got 3 skunks out there at the same time. In the rain. We
I
had 3
love Scrabble. I used to play. I used to even play the Words of Friends on Facebook, but the kids gave up on me on that too because
I forgot about that.
I was putting in weird words that they never heard of or thought about. Or
I don't recall the kids ever playing Monopoly either.
we did at my house before we were married when the kids used to all come over and
The best,
like hanging out.
but the best game, what was that called that we wrote stuff down?
Pictionary.
No.
We did Pictionary
Yeah,
and
but
we
that,
did,
but that funny one. That funny one that we write down, you had to guess who said what.
right. Oh boy, I can't think of what it was.
Oh my gosh, some of the things that we came up with was hilarious. Something. Who said something? Oh shoot, what is that called?
I don't know.
That was the game that we pretty much played.
I liked the one that had the words where you had to make up the definition for.
Is that the one we did over at your mom's at one New Year's?
Yeah, we used to play that a lot.
Freaking enjoyed going to jail. I'm too old for a crib now. You'd probably be able to fit.
Yeah, they got adult cribs.
Yeah, just
You can
don't bounce on it
You
too
can get
hard.
adult diapers and cribs and pacifiers and all that stuff. I mean, come on now. Yeah, growing up with my brothers and sisters being older than us, we played Password. We played $10,000 pyramid or whatever that was, and We even had a game that was called Masterpiece, where it had all the world famous art gallery pictures on cards, and you played it kind of just like Monopoly. You had to get the so many cards and masterpieces, and they were worth so much money. And of course, we had Trivia Pursuit, was hot for quite a while, and
Wish I can remember the name of that game.
Boulder Dash is, I think, the one where we had the word and we had to make up a definition. I think that was
What
Boulder
was
Dash.
what was the one that you said something weird and you had to try to figure out exactly what they were trying to say?
Oh yeah, where the words were kind of hyphenated or scrambled a little bit,
And they had to say it fast, and you had to kind of
fast
figure
enough
out what
and
they were
you could hear
saying.
the word. We had a Ouija. Chicky Blue brought up Ouija boards. We had a Ouija board when we were kids, but I only got involved in one. It was my older brothers and sisters were doing it, but then we didn't really play with it after that.
Yeah, we did the Ouija board when I was little. Mom and us 4 kids.
So there might be an actual wooden Ouija board somewhere over my mom's house downstairs with all the kid toys.
And then your sister has it.
Probably. I mean, there was spin art. We had spin art there. We had glitter art. Growing up, with brothers and sisters that grew up in the 50s and 60s, and I was born in the 60s and growing up in the 70s and 80s. I mean, we had all kinds of games at our mom and dad's house, but I got to experience all this stuff from my older siblings, as far as erector sets, cotton candy machines,
Light Bright.
Yeah, we all got Light Brights, and we got we always had the game
Twister.
Well, we had Twister, but we didn't play that a lot, but we had it. But we, like the doctor, where you picked out the organs and bones and stuff, and his nose would light up. Well, I think we had just about every game that ever came out. As far as I remember, I played them somewhere, or definitely at home with my brothers and sisters. And we know we had pool table eventually, and we had ping pong table that we all loved to play on.
I was too twisted for a Twister.
Too twisted for Twister. Operation, yeah, that's what it was called.
Yeah, Operation.
I mean, we had Sorry, and my sisters had the dating game, and
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. I remember those.
I remember Mr. Potato Head, but I know there was 2 of them eventually, but I just remember the original. Barrel of Monkeys, and I don't know. We just had all those games. I remember them growing up.
Slinkies. You don't see kids playing with Slinkies anymore. We had a blast with Slinkies.
Yeah, we had them growing up. Slinkies and Super Balls, and the good Super Balls, the ones that really bounced high. Freaky said anagram, but I don't know if that's what it was called or not.
Blazer got home and opened up his Ouija board, and it spelled out Jive Talking. Then it spelled Night Fever. I said, damn, they gave me a Ouija board.
A Ouija board.
Battleship. Oh, yeah, Battleship.
Yep, we've spent hours playing Battleship. And
Stretch Armstrong.
We broke ours. Ours broke.
I gave my son a Stretch Armstrong one year. He was like 3 or 4. He was petrified of it. I got it on video. He was scared to death at that time.
We would stretch those arms out.
Until
each grab an arm and stretch over the legs, and it'd end up splitting, and the little gooey stuff would come out of it. It's probably toxic.
Do they still make Stretch
I
Armstrong?
wish Brian was still in here because when we were growing up, we had a plastic ball that was clear. You could see through. It was kind of, it wasn't clear like we're used to today, where you can see through it, but you could see what was inside of it. It was almost like a milky, but you could still see it. Well, it had a glow in the dark liquid in it.
Ew.
So you put it on, you put it on a light or under a light or the sun or whatever, and it would coat the inside of it. And we'd be down in mom and dad's basement or even his mom and dad's basement. We turn off all the lights and you couldn't see because there wasn't any windows to say for in the basement. So it was pitch black and all you could see was this green glowy ball. It was as big as a softball. I mean, that's how big it was. And we would whip that thing and try to hit each other in the dark, play tag and stuff downstairs, all the kids.
And I remember slime. They probably don't even make slime anymore either.
I see online where people talk about making homemade slime, but they don't actually sell the product. And actually upstairs in my cabinet, I have an unopened. It's either from the 70s or something, but an egg of silly putty that's never been opened.
I was just going to say, I wonder if they even still have silly putty out there.
They did. They brought it back for a while, but I don't know if you can get it nowadays. You might be able to online. I don't know. But that's an original package of silly putty. And I got an original box of when 64 Crayola crayons came out. That's not been opened. Not that it's doing anybody any good just sitting up there not open, but
right.
But that I bought it when they started changing the colors because the colors were all the same forever. Then all of a sudden they started changing colors and names, so I bought an original to keep it.
Don't you have a little jar of Chiclets or something? A little gum?
Yeah, I have Chiclets. I have original Chiclets. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff up in there.
Yeah, they don't make Chiclets anymore either. Yeah, I remember playing with silly putty in the comics and newspaper, and then you'd stretch them all out.
Yeah.
It was fun. It must be boring for kids these days.
I don't know.
But nobody gets it. Do they even still make Sunday comics with the Sunday paper?
I don't know. We don't get the paper no more. I mean,
but I don't know if they even still do Sunday comics in the Sunday paper.
Maybe not color. I don't know. Because there used to be big color.
Shrinky dinks.
I mean, I know they still do the black and white comics in newspapers. At least I think they do. I don't know.
Yeah, so Chiclets was good gum. I don't even know. What was it, Dentine? I don't even think there's Dentine gum out there anymore.
I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, Hubba Bubba. Shrinky Dinks. Yeah, we had lots of Shrinky Dinks.
Easy Bake Oven.
Yep, Easy Bake Oven. We had the same the glow in the dark and the regular goo that you would put in the molds and put in a little baker or oven hot plate thing and make monsters and dinosaurs and creepy crawly stuff.
Yeah, the first gummies. Those were the first original gummies. Now look what gummies do.
Yeah, zebra stripes, and we also had fruit something.
What was that?
I don't know.
Juicy fruit.
No, I know we had juicy fruit, but there's another one that was just like the zebra stripe, but I think it was called something else that had
fruit,
multi-stripes or flavors.
Freshen Up gum. They had the liquid in it. Yeah, I remember that too.
Oh yeah, Freshen Up. Yeah, that was weird. There was a couple different ones that had gel inside of them, but that was like one of the first ones I remember. Double Mint, where they used to show the twins on the commercial.
I don't even think kids chew bubble gum like we did. We used to pop bubbles all the time and smack. I used to do bubbles.
We had
backwards.
bazooka, then the normal chewing gum that adults had that used to, mom would give us, juicy fruit or whatever, when we were in church or at school, sitting in a play or whatever, to keep us occupied. She'd give us gum. But then growing up, we had all the bazooka and double bubble and bubble yum and
Big League. Yeah, Big League Chew.
Big League and the tape that gum that came out on a tape or a roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't very good gum, but there was a lot of it. I mean, that probably saved them in the process. Instead of stamping out individual sticks, they just left it all together and rolled it up and put it in a container, and they sold it to us.
I haven't chewed gum in forever. I can't.
And you had Dentine, and you had
Gum.
Mom always had Dentine gum. Mom liked Red Hots and anything cinnamon. She had cinnamon stuff all the time. Dentine, Red Hots, cinnamon sticks, the hard candy, and
the clove sticks. I remember the shredded gum that was like tobacco.
That's that Big League Chew for baseball. Got you to think, just like the major league players would put tobacco in their jaw, you'd put bubble gum.
He said he got sent to the office because the teacher saw it in his back pocket.
Nobody ever said nothing to us in school. I mean, we chewed in school.
Oh, chewed for real?
Yeah. I mean, our coaches chewed. Nobody ever said a word about it being in high school. I don't think we did it in grade school, but I mean, some kids smoked in grade school, but
I don't even think young kids are even doing chew.
Well, they all vape now. They don't even do tobacco, very many of them. Or they do that juice stuff or whatever that.
Vape?
Well, I know they do vape, but I think there's actually a juice shit that has nicotine or something in it. And actually, I saw, other than the chemicals in the cigarettes and cigars or whatever, that originally nicotine in its pure form is actually good for your body. Doesn't cause cancer. It's not the nicotine that causes cancer.
I think I'm losing another strand of lights on those trees.
Oh.
I'm seeing blinky. We're going to have to replace the lights on that tree. They've been on that tree too many years.
I mean, heck, our high school had a smoking spot across the street off of school property that all the kids went to. They knew about it.
We did too. We were allowed to smoke in the street in front of the buses. So we, that's where we did it after school. We were right in front of the buses and we all smoked and they couldn't do anything. We were on the street.
We didn't have a closed campus. We could drive to school. We could leave for lunch. We could walk down the sidewalk to lunch and go to a gas station or whatever grocery store down the road and get snacks or sodas. We had our cafeteria, which ended up being our honor student hall or whatever. We had soda machines and snacks in there that we could get. So if you were in honor study hall, you could get snacks all you wanted all day long.
This is so funny. I look over several minutes ago, there's 3 skunks. Now I look, oh my, we just had a possum fight.
Cool.
Wow. They both were up and just, so now we got 2 possums. We did have 3 skunks. Oh my goodness. They're all wet. Ugh. I can imagine what they smell like.
Yep. So if you get pure leaf tobacco, and I'm not necessarily talking about from the company or something, but if you actually get somebody that grows it and dries it.
We tried.
It's actually beneficial and it's good for you. I mean, your body will benefit from real tobacco.
I was trying to grow tobacco. I tried it 3 different times. And it didn't work well, I tried 2 years in a row.
You never know. One of these years it might sprout up. Who knows?
Well, tobacco is supposed to be a good deworming for goats, and I was gonna give it to the goats, but no, it didn't want to grow. I still have some seeds. I'm gonna try it again next year. I'm gonna have to do it a lot earlier.
Well, we're almost to the super moon, Chicky. We got the super moon coming up, the full moon.
Man, where'd this month go? We just had that harvest moon.
I know it's almost Thanksgiving. It's almost my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost your birthday.
Tobacco shampoo. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
At first, I thought he was going to tell a joke, but he didn't.
Jack Frost is out spreading frost.
Ooh.
We had one night of frost and it killed all my tomatoes and everything. Then it turned nice for several weeks. So doggone it, I'd probably still have tomatoes out there if we didn't have that one night of freeze.
Well,
darn it.
It's supposed to be cold. And then we got like an Indian summer, a few weeks or whatever of real nice weather. That's unusual.
I said it's supposed to clean the scalp.
I bet.
Well, back in high school, I used to pour beer on my hair. That was supposed to be really good for you.
Yeah, beer, eggs. You're supposed to use eggs in your hair.
Mayonnaise.
I wouldn't do it today with mayonnaise or whatever. Now, if you made your own mayonnaise off of some real dairy or some cow's milk. Honey. I mean, there was honey shampoo. There was all kinds of good, healthy alternatives in the day. Then all of a sudden, everything went chemical, just like everything else is.
And that's why we buy our shampoo from Melaleuca that don't have chemicals.
Not to turn this into a political forum or whatever. Hopefully, Trump's cabinet, his team for this, especially Robert Kennedy, will hopefully get the dyes and the chemicals out of our food and products, or at least less than what we have now, because there's no reason why you should be able to buy potato chips here in the U.S. that has 13 chemicals in it, and you buy the same product in another country and it only has 3 or 4, usually all natural ingredients. And it's like that through the whole industry, whether it's meats, snacks, shampoos, toothpaste, whatever. For some reason, the U.S. went all chemicals, and a lot of other countries are still got very few ingredients and natural stuff in there. And I'm sure they do have other products that have probably chemicals in it too, but the major ones are 3 or 4 ingredients, and that's it. And that's the way it should be. And I'm hoping, and they're saying we're going to go back to that. So maybe we'll see the pictures again of like the kids and people on the beaches in the 60s and 70s that were all slim and fit, no matter what they ate or whether they exercised or didn't exercise. They all had a good metabolism, because I think a lot of the food was natural and the drinks were natural and healthier than what they are today.
And hopefully they'll get the fluoride out of the water. Hoping for the best.
Yep.
Wood and coffee and shredded cheese.
They say that's what they're going to do, and I believe them when it comes to Trump and his cabinet. That I think you can, if they say they're going to do it, I believe to their best ability, if they're allowed to, unless somehow something else stops them, I think they will do it.
Still sprinkling out.
Yeah. Well, having said all that, and I think we'll call it a night until you'll see us again Sunday night on Piercing the Veil on Midwest Night Watchers, the channel you're on here now. So I hope to see you for Dacre Stoker, the great grand nephew of Bram Stoker, will be on with us, and Dennis Carroll will be our special guest host to help with the show. Then, other than that, we'll see you again on Night Owl Lounge.
Yep.
So everybody have a good night, rest of your night, early morning, whatever it is in your area, and have a great week, and stay safe out there, and keep looking up.
And don't forget our 24/7 stream. You can always pop in there and hang out and see farm critters or night critters or whatever. So, I mean, you can have the 24-hour stream anytime you want to pop in. If not, we'll see you next Sunday.
All right.
And keep your vibrations high.
All right.
All right.
Love you guys. Love and peace, everybody.
Good night.